So this guy you see on your screen right now is going absolutely viral. In fact, he's the most viral human person on the planet at the moment. This guy is so viral, in fact, that he's gaining millions of followers a day. He spawned an army of clones overnight and even got the attention of popular celebrities and YouTubers like Mr. Beast himself. As you guys can see, I too am a man. Therefore, I think that my unique perspective into this situation might offer some valuable insight for you guys at home. Let's go see what all the hubbub is about, shall we?
So we're going to be serious about the Lord's business.
Sorry. I just had I got like glimpses of my childhood. Man was running hard as hell.
So looking at it, bro, we got to go ahead and get in at least 10,000. Thank you.
All right. That's the clip. It's 9:26 a.m. and he's finished his entire morning routine. And to be completely frankly and honest, it's literally 9:30 right now while I'm recording this video for me. So it looks like him and I are on the same wavelength. Okay, let's go back and kind of cover this in depth, shall we? He's got his chain on and his bracelet on. Did he put that on before he came? Was it on while he was sleeping? Questions. And what is this thing that he's removing from his mouth? What is that? What is that? Why do people sleep with tape on their mouth? And it says people who are taping their mouth shut while they sleep, often referred to as mouth taping, to encourage nasal breathing during sleep, which is believed to improve sleep quality, reduce snoring, and potentially address issues like dry mouth and bad breath. Wow. Are you serious? Taping your mouth does all of that? Primary goal of mouth taping is to force individuals to breathe through their noses instead of their mouths while they sleep. Nope, not doing it. I feel like if I tried mouth taping, you know, just to force myself to breathe through my nose, I would suffocate and die. Like I would be the one. I've had way too many like bad night experiences where I feel like I've been like paralyzed, or there's been ghosts, or I can't wake up and I'm stuck in somebody's body, or I see my own body. Nope. Opens the cap. Okay, brushing his teeth. I don't know why, but something about him brushing his teeth look a little weird. Maybe because his body is so big that he's got to like position himself. Like his arm is so huge, he's got to kind of. Maybe I'm just making fun. Anyway, guy has a great body, by the way. But yeah. He's in here. He's he's brushing his teeth. So does he just rinse his mouth with mineral water? Is that what he's doing? He's rinsing his mouth with water that you're supposed to be drinking, as opposed to just like, that's a waste. That's a waste. Okay, so 4 a.m. he goes outside. I have problems with this, okay? As a person who has my own morning routine. It's dark outside, and usually the benefit of waking up is so that you can get the sunlight. 4 a.m., you ain't getting no sunlight. Sunrise is usually like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. So I don't know. But, you know, okay, whatever. He's going outside. He's got his pants on. He's opening the door, and then he's going to go check out. I guess he's got a nice view somewhere. I don't know if that's a condo or apartment or whatever, but he's got a nice pad. So 4:04 a.m. he does push-ups, and then for some reason my man is doing the Omni-Man pose twerk at 4:17 a.m. Like, do you guys know what I'm talking about? I've seen edits of this where they give him like red bottoms and high heels. The internet really likes this clip right here, but so far pretty productive. It looked like he sat down and kind of just, you know, practiced meditation for 2 minutes, just sat there and did nothing. The part though that I'm a little bothered by, the next part is right here. He 442, it looks like he's journaling, which is great. I'm in my own self-reflection journey as well. It's a great hat, but it's very clear that this is like the first page. Like there's literally this man is the beginning of this book. Whatever this routine is that he's perfected, and he has not been doing it very often, unless he got a new book, but kind of sus.
So we're going to be serious about the Lord's business.
Wait, was that church for an hour? 4:55 to 5:30. My man had a 45-minute church session. Oh, ooh, I don't miss those. Okay, now he's got a book. 5:30 a.m. Wait. Okay, so he dumped his face in water. Okay, this is actually proven to kind of like have benefits. Like if you ice water, it's really good shock to the system. It's supposed to be really healthy. It's good for you. I know it look crazy, right? But it's good for you. It's good for you. I ain't going to do it, but it's good for you. Worthy. Socks. He's getting ready for the gym. 6 a.m. Got his glasses. I gotta say, can I say, fellas, if you watching this and you take any of this seriously, okay, don't do the watch. All right, if you're going to the gym, this whole gold watch, gold chain, I'm okay with the gold chain. I got my own chain right here as well. And I got my own bracelet too. You see we're thinking, right? But like the watch is too much, especially for the gym, right? That's now you just showing off, in my opinion. In my opinion, you get there, you go there to work. That's an aesthetic that you leave at home, not for when you go to the gym. But that's just my opinion. Drop some stuff in his man bag. 623 goes downstairs. Looks like he has an apartment gym, and man is sprinting, hit training at 6:52. This is good. He's exercising. He's getting the sunlight during the sunrise. I approve. I approve. Man, it's going real fast. 7:30 a.m. 7:31 goes to the pool. Okay, this is a discrepancy. 7:36. He jumps. 7:40 from 7:36 to 7:40 a.m. Somehow he stayed in the air for 4 minutes. How have you done such a thing, my guy? How have you done such a thing? And that was a terrible dive, by the way. One more time. Oh my, it looked like he belly flopped. That was not, black people cannot swim. Okay, let's just start with that. But like this dive is terrible form. Look at that. You're not supposed to have your arms spread out. You're supposed to have your arms you're supposed to cut through the water like you're a blade, like you're piercing, right? This man, that is not a dive. That is not a good dive, right? But let's see, let's continue. Nah. Terrible form. Terrible form. You're not cutting through the water with that. That is a splash. That is a very, very fancy belly flop. Okay. Question. He's coming out of the water, but he has his watch on? Wait a minute. Discrepancy. Can we please go back? Guys, I think he keeps his jewelry on when he goes into the water. It's right there. I see it. What the? Yeah, but for some reason, when he's coming out of the water right here, he looks like he's dry. What is? So confused. I'm so confused. Goes into the sauna, sits there for like 8 minutes, a couple minutes. Go take a shower, get the chlorine, wash his hair. He showers with the jewelry on? Chat. That's weird. This is weird. You don't shower with your jewelry on, bro. You got like gunk underneath your wrist. Take it off. Oh, okay. All right. Eats a banana, and then he rubbed the banana on his face. Why did he do that? Why did he rub the banana? I know why he did it. I'm assuming banana, fruit, you know, like lotion, aloe vera, something, potassium on your face. I get it. But like, I just never seen anyone actually do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not Like if someone told me the health benefits of the banana peel, and then I was like, I ate a banana, and I would look at it. I'm like, I'm not gonna really do it. And he really did it. He really did it. Washes his face again. Another ice bath. Why? For a second time, he does another ice face bath. Why? You already did it once, bro. Why are you doing it again?
So looking at it, bro, we got to go ahead and get in at least 10,000.
At least 10,000, guys. Looking at it, bro, we got to get it to at least 10,000. What could he be referring to? 10,000 steps? That's my guess. We got to get it to at least 10,000 steps the way I'm looking at it. Maybe he's talking about $10,000. I'm assuming 10,000 steps. So 10,000 steps is what people are saying in terms of how many steps you should be taking per day. Nice. Okay, so another thing about this trend, they have like usually some woman who is making and serving them breakfast while they eat. You know, being the perfect man is working, and you having your wife out there making you the perfect breakfast.
Thank you.
And the water, just got to end it with the guy. Is this a water commercial for Saratoga, whatever it is? Is that what this is? Why would you do this? Why would you do that? That is dangerous. That is dangerous. Accidentally has the camera set up so that you can record him watching him dropping the glass. Have it here where you can watch his girl cleaning the glass. And guess what? Go right back to that Saratoga water. This is a paid commercial. This is all a paid commercial for Saratoga. Saratoga probably needs to reach out to this guy and give him some sponsorship money, because I didn't even know this water existed until now. Freaking Saratoga. The face don't. Okay. What was that?
I like the light pink.
I ain't come here to get a close up of a. I didn't try to get a close up of a friggin' pedicure. Imagine being this woman too, being recorded as you clip this man's feet, bro.
You do? Okay, yeah, it looks nice.
Ready, fire, aim. How to get to $1 million fast. This is bad. This is top. Even ice his feet. He's drinking the Saratoga water. He's drinking the Saratoga water while he's getting his. This is insane. This is insane.
Thank you.
Passing the Hermes belt. Yo, he might be a god. To be honest, imagine just standing there and your girl just pass you accessories. Thank you. Yeah. Watch. Yeah. Belt. Yeah. Yeah. Put that tie on. Bam. Like, what in the world? Is this even a morning routine anymore? Or is this just like a part of his day? Is this like a Saturday? The Hermes sandals? Nah, he doing too much. He doing too much. How does he get all the angles? How does he get all the angles? How does he get all the angles?
Hey, brother, are we connected to the Bluetooth?
Hey, brother, are we connected to the Bluetooth? This man's too rich. He got too much money, bro. You don't need to be. Why? This is like the epitome of like just what's the word that I'm looking for? Showboating, right? Like this can't be glorified. This can't be. This is why everyone's making fun of it. But we have to bully this concept that people would actually go out and live their life in this way, because I can't accept that this is a normal behavior.
Like white ones.
I look good. I feel like I'm in a simulation. I feel like if that was genuinely my day, like, I don't know. It doesn't, that does not feel like a natural way to live your life. Things that may be keeping you broke. If you're broke, Let me let you know what might be keeping you broke. I'll verify as we watch. Okay, sorry, we're lost. We're lost in the deep dive sauce of this guy. His name is Ashton, by the way, Ashton Official. I just want to verify. Nobody wants to be broke, so let me make sure if you are broke. Let me make sure that I tell you why you're broke, why you're staying broke. Side chicks? Depends. Is she mommy? Right. Are you, or is she is she taking care of you, or are you taking care of her? Taking advice from losers. That one's true. You're going to be broke if you take advice from losers, because losers are losers, right? They're not winners. Losers got nothing valuable to say because they losing. If they imagine you like lose and they're like, can you give me some advice? But you lost. So what am I'm not going to win. If I take you up, you need to find you. So that's true. That's true. He's 2 for 2 so far. 2 for 2. I'm feel my way up. Netflix. I call cap. That's crazy. That's slander. That's insane. Because I watch Netflix and I think I'm not broke, but that's crazy to say that you can't sit down and watch Netflix. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. Non-supportive spouse. Look at that breakfast. Why is he depressed? And why is he, man is sad and depressed while she hands him a full plate of breakfast? This is an oxymoron, right? This has got to be a joke. He's got to be playing into the joke. This can't be like real, because like, how are you gonna have a non-supportive spouse while the spouse is handing you a big old full plate of breakfast? You're the non-support. Oh, wait, is he the non-supportive spouse? Or is she? I don't know. I'm confused. Oh, this man had made a video of him showing himself getting ready to, he got his tongue out. Oh, he about to goon. Is it too much of it? Temperance. Okay. Temperance shagooning. Okay. I don't think it's necessarily stopping you from being broke, but too much of it, I think that could be a crutch for sure. Give him half points for this one. Too much weed and alcohol. I agree. Because he didn't say no weed. He didn't just say weed and alcohol. He just said too much, right? Which means it implies that he does a little bit of the MJ, a little bit of sip and drip there. I agree with that. Too much of anything, to be honest, is going to keep you broke because you got to pay for it, right? And then also the influence of taking too much of these drugs in general will probably put you in states that might not, help you to increase your cash flow if you are broke. So yeah, if you're broke and you're spending too much money on weed and alcohol, then you're going to stay broke. That's true. But get a little happy every now and then. I think that's good. And enjoying life. Broke friends. If you stay broke, if you got broke friends, okay? So if you broke and your friends are broke, you're messing up. You got to go find rich friends, okay? This one's just stupid. I think the concept is that you are the sum of the circle that you keep around you. So like if you have, there's a difference between being like poor and being broke, in my opinion, right? There are people who have a mentality of like being like people who don't have any money, right? That just have that mentality. And then there's just people who just don't have money, right? There's two different things. If there's certain type of people that if you give them money, they will just go back to being poor just because they have that mentality where they just don't know how to like not get out of that, right? And then you have other people who are like, yeah, if I had money, I would keep the money, or I would invest, or I would have more money, or I'd keep cash flow, but I just don't have the money. I'm just broke. So I think there's a clear difference here. I don't think surrounding yourself around rich people and rich friends is also going to make you not broke either. And no strategy. That's true. In life, if you don't have a strategy with how you're trying to get it, you just kind of like float around and hope something works, that's not going to work. So for the most part, I would say most of these things are true things. It's just the presentation. It's corny. It's corny. And yet, Mans is getting like millions and millions of followers and attention. He's winning. That's the thing. We make fun of people and how they do these things as ludicrous, as ridiculous. And look at us sitting here wasting time talking about this dude as he continues to get rich. Is he rich because he's right? Or is he right because he's rich? Nah, that's not true. Some people just get money handed to them and then they just kind of pretend like this is I have mixed feelings. You know what it's giving? I think I understand why I'm irritated, chat. YouTube, can I be completely honest with you? Can I be completely honest with you? I may be completely honest with you. I'm just going to go full hater mode. All right. I hate it when like super buff dudes. I hate when they do things. Period. Because for some reason, it always makes it like just like uncool. I don't know how else to put it. It's corny. It's reminding me of that black dude, that super buff guy that like dances everywhere he goes and eats the food. That's what it's giving that. And I don't know. Something about it feels super mega freaking corny. I hate it. I hate it. And I'm being a hater. I'm being a hater. He is just, I'm being a hater. Man, what am I doing? Am I projecting? Is there something about this that I hate? Am I just being a hater and it's justified hate? I don't know. He's doing well. I have no problem with him doing well. But something about this is cringing me, bro. Why'd he put the shot where he missed? He put a shot where he missed. Why? What was the point of that one? He had the man hold the Saratoga water. He's got a water holder. He's got a water bottle, a Saratoga water bottle holder. He's a genius. Why are you even shooting from the ground? Like why? Like why are you? What is? Like why? Honestly, I don't know what else to say. I feel like I'm in a simulation.